Top 3 Most Wanted Features for Battlefield 4. Now, I use this term very loosely because it basically is just a list of things that I would really want to see implemented into the Battlefield franchise and I think would make a great addition to the game. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be Battlefield 4 because it could be Battlefield Hardline as well. It really doesn't matter in which game it gets features in, but it's just something that I would really wanted to see. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first feature that I would want to see added into the Battlefield franchise is a competitive mode. Now in this competitive mode, you would just have in the main screen, you would have the multiplayer mode, the single player mode, and then the competitive mode. So it isn't like the competitive mode will completely take over the multiplayer, it will be just a separate thing on its own. Now in this competitive mode, you would have a different leveling system, kinda like the leveling system in CSGO, but yeah, in this mode you wouldn't level up like you would normally do, but you level up in ranks. And in order to rank up or to get into a higher rank, you would actually have to do some team play and win matches. So by winning matches and doing stuff for your teams like reviving people, giving people health or giving people ammo, you would go into a higher rank. And now the people that you're actually facing against would be the same rank as you, or one lower or one higher, so you would never have an unfair advantage like you would sometimes have in multiplayer, that the enemy team is just completely shit or the enemy team is just really good and is just dominating your team. So you would basically have two teams fighting each other, which all players individually have around the same skill level. Now I think that such a thing would be great to have on top of the actual multiplayer. Because if you want to have your tryhard pants on and just try really hard and be intense and focus, then you can play this mode. And if you just want to lay back and enjoy the game, then you can go back to multiplayer and do it there. Now my second feature that I would want to see added is more server customization for the server admins. Because as of right now, I don't think that the server admin can do that much. Now some of you guys might not agree with me because there is a lot of server abuse by really bad server admins, and you would think that by giving them more power there will be more abuse. But I've been thinking about this and I don't actually think that that will happen. Now the main big thing that I want server admins to have access to is the banning of certain weapons and gadgets. Now this way a pistol only server would actually function as a pistol only server. Now the great thing about this feature is that server admins could actually ban certain gadgets such as the XM25 or the Stinger or the Igla, which I think is great because I would really want to play in that server. Now sometimes when you're playing, you get banned, and when you look at the server description, it says that you weren't allowed to use a gun, but you didn't read that and you accidentally used it. So that is something that can happen, which is very frustrating. And now I think that with this feature added, this will happen a lot less because, well, you frankly can't use that gun because the server admin has decided that. And I think that this will result then in getting banned less. Now another option that I would want to see server admins have access to is turning off or on the Levolution. Now for example in a map like Siege of Shanghai, if you're playing it on Conquest and you don't like the map after the tower comes down, you can just set the Levolution off so the tower is always up and it can't be destroyed. Now the last and final feature that I would want to see in Battlefield 4 was actually brought to me by The Creation on Twitter. Now he said that it will be a great addition to be able to look over your shoulder without running in that direction. So kinda the same as you are in a chopper for example, you can just look around in the cockpit without changing your flight path. Now I think that this would be a really awesome feature to have in a Battlefield game. Because if you're able to do this, you can scan areas so much quicker, and I think that the gameplay will be so much more fluid than it is now. Because you have to actually look around and your whole body has to turn around, but if you are able to do this, you can just tilt around real quick and then see where the enemies are. Now the last thing he mentioned was the proximity chat. Now if you guys don't know what this is basically when you're in VoIP in the game chat, you'll be able to hear a guy louder as he comes closer to you. So if a guy's really far away, you'll be barely able to hear him, and if he's really close, then you'll be able to hear him real good. Now I think that this would not be a great addition. It would be very realistic though. But I don't think that this is really gonna work out because not a lot of people are using the VoIP, and most of the people, at least on Xbox, are using the party to talk. So I don't think that it will work, but it definitely is an awesome idea. So the video is coming to an end right now, and if you have your own awesome feature, then feel free to leave that in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed the video, then don't hesitate to hit the like button, as it really does help me out a lot. But anyways, this was Hyper, and I thank you all for watching.